Hi, I'd like to tell you a little bit about belly dance and how you can incorporate belly dance into your prenatal exercise program. Belly dance is one of the oldest dance forms in history. Many women in the ancient times used to gather around a woman in labor and do movements that simulated undulations and hip circles to help her in her birthing process. Some people believe that they even used this as an early form of hypnobirthing, as the movements were very, very hypnotic and required a lot of internal focus and concentration. The music that they would play would also be very heavy in drum and very trance-like. So the women would make concentric circles around the woman in labor and do these movements, and it would help her facilitate an easier birth. When you're pregnant, your body releases a hormone called prolactin, and this makes the ligaments in the hips and joints very flexible. So doing these movements actually can help facilitate an easier birth. So when the woman was in labor, she'd actually do these movements, and it would help position the baby for an easier birth. And the support of the women around her provided a lot of additional attention and nurturing. So I'm going to show you just a couple of quick things that we can do. Before you start any exercise program, it's important that you consult a physician. And if you happen to be in a high-risk category with your pregnancy, it's very important that you ask your physician if these movements will be contraindicated for you. And now hip circles. Adding a hip circle with a wide base from here. Just start by pressing the body forward and backward. From the side, we're just pressing forward and back, letting the weight sway from the toes to the heels, toes to the heels. Then we'll go side to side, pushing the weight from one side to the other, one side to the other, and then add them in all four directions, starting forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side, and then smooth the movement out with no stops, circling all the way around, feeling the hips come under. This is a really good way to make a connection with the baby because as you move, the muscles in the abs are actually massaging the fetus. And as you come through the center, it's also helping to position the baby. So the closer you get to your due date, if you can do some of these, it may help to position the baby in the right way. And let's try the other direction. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and around. Smoothing it out. Being careful not to overarch in the back. And those are your hip circles. The next move is the pendulum, and we're just going to go side to side. Be sure to bend the knees and sway the hips from one side to the next. So those are a few simple moves that you can try now. I encourage you to look in your area and see if you can find a belly dance instructor that specializes in prenatal belly dance. Thanks, and happy dancing.